All right, everybody, ready to dive in? We're tackling a story today that's got it all. Family drama, ancient prophecies, oh, and wrestling with God.
We're talking Jacob's blessings from the book of Genesis, chapters 48 and 49.
And let me tell you, these aren't your average good luck in life kind of blessings. These are some serious destiny-altering pronouncements.
Absolutely. These words had real-world consequences that echoed through generations.
So we're going to break down who Jacob was, what he said, and why it still matters today.
Because, believe it or not, there are some timeless lessons in here for all of us.
All right, so first things first, Jacob. This guy was, well, let's just say he was a piece of work.
That's one way to put it.
I mean, we're talking about a guy who tricked his own brother out of his birthright, wrestled with an angel. The guy was intense.
It was definitely a complex character. Flawed, for sure,
Yeah.
but also chosen by God.
Which makes these blessings even more interesting, right? Because it's not just a dad saying nice things about his kids. There's some divine weight behind it.
Exactly. And he had a lot of kids to bless. 12 sons in total.
12 sons, that's a whole starting lineup right there, and each of them representing a different tribe of Israel. Talk about high stakes.
No pressure, right.
Yeah.
And each son, they get a unique blessing, almost like a personalized prophecy that really speaks to their character and their future.
Okay, so like what kind of prophecies are we talking about? Give us the rundown.
All right, well, let's start with Reuben, the eldest. Now, he really messed up, and I mean biblically messed up. He basically lost his birthright, his claim to leadership, and the biggest inheritance.
Ouch. That's gotta hurt. What'd he do?
Well, let's just say he made some questionable choices when it came to family matters.
Sounds messy. So who gets the leadership role instead?
Judah.
Judah. Okay, so tell me more about that, because his name's pretty recognizable.
Right. And for good reason. This is a big deal because it paves the way for Judah's descendants to become kings.
No way. Like actual kings.
Oh yeah, we're talking King David, the biggest name in the game, and some even believe Jesus himself, descended from the line of Judah. Talk about a legacy.
Whoa, so Jacob basically predicted the future of like a huge chunk of history.
In a way, yes. He essentially set a chain of events in motion with his blessing.
Man, that's heavy stuff. So what about the other sons?
Well, there's one we can't forget. Joseph. Now, his story is a wild ride. Sold into slavery by his jealous brothers.
Come on, who would do that to their own brother?
Right. But here's the thing about Joseph. He never gave up. He goes from the bottom rung, literally sold into slavery, to becoming one of the most powerful men in Egypt, saving everyone from a massive famine.
Okay, so he's like the original comeback kid.
Exactly. Joseph's story is all about resilience, about overcoming adversity, and finding a way to not just survive, but thrive. And that message, that resonates even today.
Okay, I'm seeing it. But if he was so great, why Jacob give the bigger blessing to his younger son?
You're talking about Ephraim and Manasseh. You see, Jacob crossed his hands while blessing them, giving the greater blessing to the younger son, Ephraim, which was totally unheard of at the time.
That's playing favorites. I thought the oldest son always got the bigger blessing.
You'd think. But Jacob, with his divine inspiration, shook things up a bit. And, maybe that's a lesson for all of us. Sometimes the most unexpected person rises to the top.
So we've covered a lot of ground here. Ancient blessings, family drama. But why should this matter to us now?
Because it shows us that our choices have consequences. What we say, what we do, it can have a ripple effect that lasts for generations.
That's a lot of pressure.
It is. But it's also empowering. We can choose to build a legacy of kindness, of generosity, of resilience. It all starts with us.
I like that. A lot to think about. What do you say we leave our listeners with one final thought? If you could bless your descendants, what would it be? Let us know. And until next time, keep on diving.